So you're saying in order to get this job, I have to sell you this pen? But it's just a regular pen. There's nothing special about it. I mean, look at it. If you want to buy something, you have to see value in it. So look for it. Look for the value that you see in this pen. See, this is no ordinary pen after all, because as you start to look at it, everything else seems like a distant memory. As you focus on this pen, you realize this pen represents freedom. The freedom to write anything you want, not limited by the ordinary constraints of society. Of course, you could have done that all along. In fact, you don't even need a pen. That's why I'm not trying to sell you this pen. It's an ordinary pen. But your mind has the real power. The power to imagine anything. To think infinitely about anything, everything, all the time. But we often shun that. It's too much for us to handle. Overwhelming. A pendulum, back and forth. Between work and distraction, activity and social interaction. You see, we are not truly free. Not in the mind. We fear it. We're taught to condemn it. But that's only because we can't handle it. Because it would expose and reveal the faults of society if we used it to its potential. It's like shooting the messenger. It's not the mind's fault that society has inconsistencies, but they'll say, just don't think. You think too much. You're an overthinker. Even worse, they'll use their established power and authority to shut down any discourse, no matter how credible, just because they're in a position of power, not because they have a credible rebuttal. So if you get caught in this loop of craving a way to distract yourself at any turn, what you want more than anything in society is to not think. At work, you do what your boss says. At home, you did what your parents said. At school, you obeyed your teachers. And what you do outside of those environments, with the little freedom you have, do you indulge and embrace the mind and fully engage in its deepest level of thought? No. You, like an animal craving its cage, let those things define your reality. Freedom is bad. Control is good. So the freedom you have must be bad too. It must be shunned, undermined at any cost. Go ahead, watch some TV. Shut your brain off in the little free time you have outside of the mindless obedience to authority figures. Play some video games. Maybe even dumb down your senses with alcohol and drugs, anything to stop that restless, hyperactive mind. See, the mind is the enemy. Thinking is the enemy, not reality, not society, not the circumstances around you, the mind. So the solution is to shut it off. Just don't think. But you're well practiced at that, aren't you? We all are. It's part of being trained and indoctrinated into society. So I don't have to sell you this pen. You want it. You will give anything to have it just because I say so. Because you're a brain-dead, mindless zombie who craves a state of complete mindlessness. Don't dance around it. Don't pretend. Don't watch a TV show with half attention with a few restless ideas rumbling around in that mind of yours. You want to turn off your mind. Then do it right. So no, I'm not selling you this pen. You're buying it, and it's free, at least from a monetary perspective. What it's going to cost you is that freedom you so desperately crave to give up, the freedom to think. So every time I click this pen, you're going to go back into this state, that trained, compliant, mindless state, like you're at home, even though you're at work. But actually, let me correct something I said before. At work, you do what your boss says. Actually, let's switch that. At work, you do what your new hire says. Oh, and by the way, you're about to hire me. Let me make it very clear for your still mind. You are going to hire me. You are going to give me twice the agreed salary. You are going to give me as many vacation days as I ask for, starting with my first month being a fully paid double salary month off. You are going to return to this state whenever I click my pen and say the word sleep. Anyway, I don't think I can sell you this pen. Actually, I want to keep it. I'll be needing it when I start next month.